Hey, how's it going? I'm Mystic Mia Moksha, and this is a spirit message pick a card reading. You can pick one or more of these piles here. You can also use a random number generator to let the divine pick a pile for you. For pile 1, we have the Tiger's Eye. Pile 2, Rose Quartz. Pile 3, the Flourite. Pile 4, Lapis Lazuli. And pile 5, we have Ruby here and Granite. And we'll be focusing on Spirit's message for you at this moment in time, what big is manifesting in your life right now. And as always, these readings kind of started off as just readings that I wanted to do for myself because I just wanted a higher caliber spiritual reading for things that an advanced spiritual person might go through and might be curious about that I wasn't seeing really much out there. There are great readings out there, very spiritual, but not readings like this. And I intend to share this and be a service to others by helping whoever this can help, whether you're spiritually advanced or not, or just ready to hear these kinds of messages, or are used to receiving these kinds of messages on your own and want some sort of confirmation. All right, at the end of this video, I will add what kind of crystals, music, and incense I used. Much love and light. All right, pile 1. This is the Tiger's Eye. What is Spirit's message for you? What is manifesting for you right now? 9 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Okay, they both came out in reverse. So this is happening very soon. When all the cards come out in reverse, it's a sign for me that this is happening imminently, very, very soon. I'm getting even like later in the day, tomorrow, the next day. There is a lot of energy coming in, but it's coming in the form of something you love. It could be a person or a thing that you love. This is something that would normally overwhelm someone mentally, because I feel like there's a lot of planning involved, a lot of figuring things out, getting the details right, but instead of weighing you down and stressing you out, it's actually something that you love, so it's setting you free. You feel very free with the amount of mental workload that is being brought to you because it's about something or someone that you love. It's an abundance of love. Overflowing cup of love. And so normally we see the 9 of Swords as something being so overbearing that's giving you mental stress, anxiety. But in this case, it's giving you freedom. It's giving you wings. It's allowing you to rise higher. Okay, so what is it? Yeah, 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. All 3 of these cards, these Swords cards, 9, 7, and 3 of Swords, are typically depicted in, for example, the Rider-Waite deck, the classic tarot decks, as something very negative, deceptive, heartbreaking, anxiety-filled. But because the Ace of Water is here, the Ace of Cups, it overshadows the negative meanings of these cards and goes back to the basics. If you look at the air element, the sword element, that is the mental energies, thoughts, planning ahead. The 3, 7, 9 here, all odd numbers. This is a very feminine aspect. So this is alluding to the love being the feminine aspect, very nurturing aspect. So something that would typically give you and just anybody heartache, feel like you've been lied to in deception, feel like you have a lot of work and planning to do ahead, is actually doing the opposite, because it's out of love for this person or this thing. You saw it coming. You saw it coming, and that's why it's not heartbreaking. You might feel lied to or betrayed, but you already knew the truth, and I'm getting a long time ago. So it's not a huge revelation. It's not that you don't feel betrayed or lied to or deceived because you're smarter than that. You figured it out before they even told you, kind of thing. Before it even came to be public knowledge, you already knew because you were smarter than that. It's only heartbreaking to witness someone else's heartbreak. So I feel this is the energy I'm feeling. It's like not to you. Like you see someone else's heartbreaking, or you see what's happening, and you're like, oh, typically this would cause someone heartbreak, but it's not causing heartbreak for you because you saw it coming. You planned for this. You saw it coming. And you're so well prepared. This isn't a moment of heartbreak. This isn't a moment of deception. This isn't a moment of mental anguish. Instead, it is a time for love to pierce through. Whatever this opportunity is in regards to love, this is a new opportunity or a recent opportunity in love, and something that you love, a hobby, a job you love, a person, family, friend. This is abundance of love, an opportunity and love coming in. And because you prepared for it, it's not heartbreaking. You're thriving. Where this would tear someone down, it builds you up because you see how far you've come, how strong you are now. That you thrive on this energy. This isn't mental anguish. This is a game now. A game's afoot. A quest has been started, an adventure, a journey where you get to take what you've learned and mastered and now bring it to something that you love. Let's see. There it is. What is this love pertaining to? Family, friend, event, child, children. So this does seem like family related. Whether it's your existing bloodline, biological family that you were born into, or the family that you've created, your own children, your own spouse. Or people that feel like family to you. But I feel like it's very, it does have to do with a spouse or child or parent or sibling. Someone like very close to you, or that feels a friend or someone that feels that close to you, they do feel like your child or your parent or your sibling, or partner. But yeah, it's an opportunity in regards to a very close family member. So it could be like a pattern that you broke, a negative pattern with a family member, or like your family in general, whether it's the one that you were born into, the one that you created, or and everything in between. I feel like that you've broken a negative habit because you've been hurt too many times before, and because of your courageous acts in the past, you now get to reap the rewards. So when someone comes in with faulty information, deceptive information, lies to your face, or continues to lie to your face, or something, like, you're this Empress now. You're in this Empress energy where it's just like you thrive on this kind of situation now because you've been through it so much that maybe you're helping someone else through a similar situation because you know what it's like because you've been there. But you're planning something, and this is something coming in that look at this, 3, 5, 7, 9, 1 of swords, 3, 5, 7, 9 of swords. Wow. You're really quickly figuring out this situation, whatever is coming in regards to family or someone who's like family. It could be a partner, it could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be a sister, brother, or someone who feels like that. And it could be multiple, or a group, multiple people, or a group of people. Again, the odd numbers are more feminine aspects, and we do have the Ace of Cups here. 3, 7, all odd numbers here. This is why the Empress coming through, because you're really much embodying all the feminine aspects. This is where you thrive. Like, you've probably worked on your emotional maturity or your intellect, your wisdom, a lot, cycles, at least a few cycles. So when this situation comes up, this battle, this war, this fight, this argument, this debate, you are ready to kill it. You can attack the argument in multiple different ways, in a very easygoing way, in a very authoritative, firm, and direct way. You're a leader here, and you're ready to show it. And this is the situation in which it comes through. Okay. Is there a time frame on when this might come through? Okay. Depends on this group, this person or group. So yeah, I like I said, it depends on this person or this group of people that are like family or a family member, a partner. 22, 5, 13. Okay. I got 11/22, or the 22nd of the month in which you're watching this. 22nd of the next month that you're watching this. So if you're watching this in October, November 22nd, if you're watching this in April, May 22nd. So the 22nd of the next month I'm getting. 5/13. Yeah, May, or odd number, the next odd numbered month. You want to change something feminine in your relationship with a family member, and you're going to build something new, because this is master number 22. 5 is change. 13 is a very powerful feminine aspect. There's a lot of feminine energy here. So there's something that you don't like with a family member or a group that's like family, or a partner, or maybe a partner's family, and you want to change it, and you're like, this, like, you've worked on yourself, whether you're male or female, you've worked on yourself more than enough internally, so you're emotionally very mature. You don't get heated in an argument or a tough situation, whether you're involved or not. You know how to take the leadership role in a situation like that. You become alpha in this kind of situation, and whether you're ready to show the family member or this person or this group what you're capable of. You thrive in the situation, that whether you wanted to or not. This is a chance to prove who you are now. What is Spirit's message for you in this situation? Okay. Queen of Swords and Six of Cups. We'll stack the Queen of Swords. Again, Swords and the Queen. New opportunities and Six of Cups. Memories and friends. So there's a real opportunity here for you to change a relationship with a family member, an old friend that feels like family, a sibling, a parent, a child, or, you know, all your children, both your parents, both your grandparents, or both sets, or like a group or a single person, a friend or family that's very, very close to you, or was, or could be. You're ready to change things in terms of the way you communicate with that person, and the way that person communicates with you, how you relate to this person emotionally. And I want to get a reason why this is so important. This is why this is happening. Find your inner light. So because I feel like this person or this group may have kind of always dimmed your light a little bit, and you're ready to be like, hey, this is kind of your test to be like, hey, this is who I am, or this is who I am now. This is who I've grown and evolved to be. Like, see me, see my light. You can't shine away. Like, this is who I am now. Like, you're shining so brightly that this person or this group of people can't help but acknowledge your light and acknowledge your wisdom. Light is wisdom. How far you've come, or who you are now, or it's just someone new. Like, your true internal strength and power, your wisdom, and who you actually are at the core. It's a very, like, defining moment of a person or people that are close to you, seeing you, like, shine at your best by taking on this situation. It requires a lot of, like, cunningness, wisdom, intellect, calmness, being able to handle yourself well in a difficult situation, diplomacy, and it's like bringing in all these characteristics that you possess now, or possess stronger now. And Spirits. Flexible. Honestly, this is like a way to kind of show, like, you're very open-minded now, or have been. You're very flexible. You can connect to a lot of different people, a lot of different situations. This is signified with all these, like, tough cards. Like, you probably have suffered. The reason for suffering is to be able to relate to more people and situations. And there's a real, like, God and goddess energy about you now, where you're ready to shine and not really, you don't care who sees it. In fact, in the past, you might have not want to show your light, might not want to, like, step up, be the leader, be the moderator in a situation, be like, this is enough, tell it how it is. But at this point, you're like, this is who I am. I can't let myself not be myself in all situations, even with someone you've known for a long time, or someone that's very important to you, that's near and dear. Even if they haven't seen the side of you or fully seen the side of you, it's like, this is who I am now, this is how I live my life. You're going to see it. And this is how I'm going to act with everybody, not just some people who are close to you. Wow. I mean, props to you. And what is the outcome of the situation? What is the outcome of the situation? You have so many choices and options. Yeah, this is going to open, like, a plethora of new opportunities for you. Not in just, like, watch you shining your light like this. Like, it's going to open you up to new people, new places, new things, new job opportunities, new hobbies, new interests. Like, just you being this courageous is going to allow the divine and your higher guidance to be like, hey, this person is ready to take on more. Let's throw them so many more choices and options at them to see where they want to go, because they have what it takes to take the lead, to take the reins, and, direct people, be a leader. As for the people or the person you're connecting with, I lie awake thinking about our future. So you really kind of influence this person to be like, wow, like how do I catch up with this person? How do I keep this person in my life? Like they're now shifting their focus, being like, wow, look at how much work they've done on themselves and how much wisdom they brought into this connection just now, just in this situation that happens. What can I do to be at their level or to follow through or put energy and effort into this connection? If I still want to be around them, then I'm going to have to put in some work. What can I do to change to make sure that I keep this person in my life? And for you, it's like, you know, you can catch up with me or not, and I'll move forward, you know. So it's that kind of thing. Or, you know, our connection won't be as tight, you know. I have so many choices and options of people who can be on my level. Okay, and then the connection itself is a yes. So the likelihood is that you will continue to have a really strong and beautiful connection with this person, and it's because of this moment that happens that kind of clears the air in more ways than one, in terms of mental clarity of where this connection was and where it's going to go, or you would like it to go, where you know, you asking them the right questions. Where would you like this connection to go? What do you think could make that happen? What do you see in the future? What didn't work in the past? How do we take steps to get there? And do we want to? Do we want to continue this connection? What do you require? I'm asking you, the viewer, what do you require for this connection to continue? Okay, and last but not least, 7 of Cups. A plethora of opportunities. I don't read these cards often at all. I was gifted these, and I can't believe I said a plethora of opportunities. You have so many choices and options, and I said that. I literally said those words, and I don't know if I've ever read this card before. That's so crazy. A plethora of opportunities for wish fulfillment are being presented to you, but the many choices may feel overwhelming, causing you to question what it is that you really want. Tap into your heart space and ask yourself what feels true for you. Yeah. If this connection isn't feeling true for you anymore, you can question it. You have so many choices and options because you're a strong person. You've done the inner work. If this family member or old friend or partner or partner's family or your children or your parents or your grandparents, I feel like a lot of people feel obligated to keep these connections. Like, no, you don't. You know, you might feel like it's the right thing to do to keep up with some responsibility with family, but like you're not obligated to, especially if they're not on your level. You keep like a lesser connection, you know, see them less often or not get so involved in their life, and ask them to back off of yours as well. And if they prove themselves or level up or are on your level, there could be family members that you are on the same level with, but things have just changed and you guys haven't just been able to catch up and be on the same level again. So you have this choice. You don't have to always stick with it. You can talk about it in this way, and if giving them a chance, an opportunity to have this connection with you as well. Recovery. And so yeah, the most likely outcome is that you will have some sort of recovery in this connection, and it will improve and in a very beautiful way where they become more flexible, open-minded, less rigid, and there'll be new opportunities with this person or this group. And then you might also, because you stood your ground and said your truth, will also have new opportunities with new people that will feel like family and old friends to you. So, hope you enjoy that reading. Much love and light. Okay, pile number 2. This is the Rose Quartz. And let's see what Spirit's message is for you. What's manifesting for you right now? Very big way. Wow. Right away, the High Priestess, and I'm getting like full-blown witch, wizard kind of energy, which isn't kind of typically the parts of magic that I talk about. I'm not really into the whole witch thing or the wizard thing, but I'm getting very strong like druid vibes, like ancient practiced magic, like in your bloodline kind of thing. How's it coming in? 10 of Pentacles. Okay, wow. Very powerfully and beautifully at this time. At this time, your psychic powers or your intuitive abilities, whether you know it or not, whether you're male or female, you are very, very gifted. You're very gifted to the point where, like, people might call it like superhuman. And this is coming online very powerfully now into your physical body, and you might be able to do actual physical magic. Wow. In all my years of doing this, I've never got something so powerful and very clear. Yeah, like you might have your third eye coming on, your throat chakra, so you'll be able to speak about this. This might be something that you've either known about and kept hidden for a very long time, or this is coming on just very powerfully now. And it'd be unavoidable to not just speak about it and to do work with this kind of gift or ability that comes online, or that comes online more powerfully at this time for the first time, or another kind of psychic ability coming online very strongly. Normally, I wouldn't normally just like read these cards this way, but I mean, this is coming in. The 10 of Pentacles came out in reverse. Star card came out in reverse, and that's like, for me, that's like from the heavens coming into the physical reality, like very, very strongly. This is something you might have wanted a long time ago and you forgot about, and you just kept manifesting, and you kept adding energy to it, but might have not realized it. So, for example, when you are younger, or maybe 5, 10, 20 years ago, you might have mentioned like, hey, yeah, it'd be cool to be a medium, or yeah, hey, cool, it'd be cool to be a psychic, or have this kind of power, or talk to animals, or be telepathic, telekinetic. And I'm getting into like, yeah, like superhero superpowers kind of thing. And you might have said it on a whim. We might have really believed in it because you were a very young child, and you put your full imagination and focus and visualization into this kind of manifestation. Or even maybe you watched a lot of sci-fi movies and you spent a lot of time in that world, and manifesting it in that way, putting energy into this manifestation that way. Or, you realize you were intuitive and you just kind of been studying, whether from books or from practice, some spiritual practices. And so you've been feeding this manifestation, and it's like a full blown, like I'm getting this, like this is something you've had in the back working for you from the divine, from your higher guidance for like decades. Or since you were very young. And so it's kind of like a full-blown shock and surprise when it comes out. I'm not getting so much shock and surprise. Yeah, it's not a full-blown shock and surprise. And I'm getting it's because like this is something you thought about. Sorry, I'm picking up another sign, which is the healer, inspirational communications, insight. Because you've been intuitive, you kind of know You kind of know that you're intuitive. You kind of see signs, synchronicities. People ask you for advice. All these kind of signs. You just say things and people are just like, how did you know? Like, how did you say that? Or just very wise. People see it. You're very, very smart, or very skilled in certain things, some creative fields, or and just like very, you just have a lot of one specific natural ability that's just kind of very unique, or just kind of something that amazes people. So when something like this comes online very powerfully, I feel like you're just kind of like, yeah, so what? And that's kind of surprising, because this is kind of like a miracle. It's kind of like one of those actual sci-fi movies, but in real life happening to you. And if you see this person and this person and even this person and this person, all 4 people in these cards are just kind of like, yeah, I could have seen this happening to me. Like, I feel like you've had so many magical instances happen in your life, so many paranormal experiences, or you've just heard about it, or you've just kind of, know the ins and outs of all the sci-fi fantasy movies and shows and games and whatever, that it's not such a shock to your reality when something this crazy amazing happens into your life. This crazy paranormal, very fantastical, miracle, magical thing. It's just like, yeah, I feel like you've been kind of, oh wow, been kind of training your mind to not be shocked at this. You've been training your mind. You've been unlearning the things that, like, the more masculine minded environment in society has been kind of teaching people. You've been unlearning it for a very long time. You might have always known that you've been very imaginative and creative, and you kind of never let that go. Maybe because you were a loner when you were younger, or in recent times you had a long period of time to yourself, where you get to cultivate more of your intuitive abilities, your creative skill sets, while unlearning some of the more logical and masculine-minded teachings. That's incredible. Who knew this entire time you were feeding this manifestation of, like, super psychic powers, while also prepping your mind and body for it by unlearning these things, by being captivated by very creative, fantastical theories and life possibilities, being very open-minded. Okay, wow. Yeah, the Death card in reverse with the Star card came out in reverse. There's no way you can go back after something like this happens. Like, you are forever changed. Your life is forever changed. That's why you're going to be speaking about it, because it's like, this is a part of you. This is so very unique. It's a gift and something that you can definitely use to help others, while also helping yourself. I want to see how it comes into the physical. Okay. A few cards here. Acquaintance, someone you don't know. Yeah. Electronic, social media. Yeah. I have a feeling like you're going to be one of those people that kind of meets a lot of people, gets going on a very public kind of career related to this gift. It could be very spiritual. It could be very helping people heal, life coach kind of path. Giving lectures, giving advice, lifestyle kind of guru kind of thing. Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to meet a lot of people, and even if you don't like that, even on a smaller scale, you probably see a lot of people that you just kind of talk to on a day-to-day basis or whenever you're out or something. Like, there's no way you could not get this kind of gift and not use it. You know, it's you're going to see a lot of people you don't know. Acquaintance someone you don't know. Like, a lot of people. You're going to, you know, I feel like I'm getting this other thing. Like, you see electronic social media, like, you assume that, you know, you're going to go on YouTube, or you're going to do tarot card readings, or you're going to, you know, be a life coaching guru, go on, like, lecture circuits, or do, like, be consultants for businesses, or family therapy, whatever, relationship guidance for a lot of things. I mean, you assume that you're going to go into that kind of field, but I just got that, like, you might just keep a tab of everyone you meet through these means. Like, you might have a social media account to add people that you meet specifically in regards to this gift, forming a sort of network of people that you've met and helped for some other future endeavor. Who knows what it is? That's so crazy. It's the crazy way to interpret that. Yeah, but it is likely that you will get a lot of money from it. You'll get a lot of stability from it. You'll get a lot of security, physically and materially, from this gift. Stable and security in who you are as well. You kind of lean into being like a star seed, star child, crystal child, indigo child, whatever. You lean into it more, allowing you to kind of research and explore more of these esoteric topics, spiritual topics that may not have been researched in its entirety before, or may have been lost just because you're so sure and secure in who you are now. You have proof of it. A lot of proof, a lot of people that can vouch for you. Maybe make a record of how you help people and how to do it, or what it requires, kind of the day in the life kind of thing, or just, you know, maybe how you help someone, if you post it online with their permission, can help someone else just by viewing your psychic gifts with others. There's a lot of possibilities, but the 10 of Pentacles, I mean, there might be way more than one stream of revenue that you can make from this, way more than one endeavor that you can use with this gift to further your spiritual practices, to further your career, to further the way you can be a service to others. Queen of Swords, yeah, very direct, influential communicator, very sharp. You don't have to just play to people's emotions. You don't have to make them extremely comfortable all the time in order to get the truth to them. Like, you're trying to play the line, like, yeah, you don't want to be this, like, kind of cold-hearted bitch, but you or asshole, but you want to but you want to be very firm and direct in how you communicate. This brings in a ton of stable and security. It brings in like an empire. Like, you might start a company and it just gets very big. You're able to handle it very well because it's all divinely guided, of course. It just all makes sense, to the point where you might get bored, or it might just come off that way, because if you come, you know, the wiser you are, the more you understand people and life and different philosophies. It's just like life gets a little bit dull and boring, right? But there's a lot of peace to that, a lot of sacredness to your energy in the things that you do. I feel like this is like you, like becoming royalty, being this very statuesque person, very poised, very well spoken, very elegant, ethereal, very like otherworldly, untouchable, kind of divine for sure. Wow. Like I feel like, who am I speaking to? Yeah, a true leader, for sure. And I don't think there's any, you don't feel bored. Like you might feel like your face doesn't emote as much. It's because you're above emotions. You're just that emotionally mature that you just don't emote as much anymore. But that's where like the godlike quality comes in. Very mature, very like confident, strong. You don't have a problem playing that role. I feel like it's just like statues of God moving through earth. It's very, it's another level that I think a lot of people wouldn't want or care for or could understand or can even achieve, but you can and you have and you are. Let me see if I could get a time frame on when these energies are coming in a way that's like very obvious and very profound into your life. A cycle. Okay. That means when a cycle of something changes. Wrongful advice. Who, what? It's a beautiful way, maybe. Okay, so I feel like there's a point where someone gives you the wrong advice and they're so wrong and it just hits you at the core. This might be a mentor. This might be someone you looked up to. It could be a personality, a media personality, someone on social media, a friend, a colleague, just someone that you have a lot of faith in. And they just get things so wrong. It could be a structure, it could be a company, it could be a workplace, it could be a boss or someone that's kind of like that figure to you, a teacher, mentor kind of thing. Someone you looked up to, someone that you felt like could not do any wrong, could always give you good advice, never gave you bad advice or inconsiderate advice. And they just get something so wrong. And they know it too. Like immediately after you hear this advice, immediately after they give the advice, your psyche just switches. It's like a light switch that turns on. And all these energies come flooding in. Let me see if I get Spirit's advice for you here. Spirit's advice for you. Taking the cards that popped up. The Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I'm feeling this kind of level of perfection around this energy around you. Okay, so the Six of Wands in this deck is about success after struggle. So you might have been struggling with where your life, the direction of your life, your purpose, what you've done all this work behind the scenes for, where you're going next. And you've been given wrong advice before, be it a teacher, a coach, a family, your parents or a family member, a doctor, a lawyer, a friend, a trusted adversary is what I'm getting. Someone you trusted has given you really wrong advice before. And maybe at that point they didn't know it. You didn't know it. You both didn't know it. So you just took this advice. Someone you trusted. It didn't work out. This time, someone, is it someone new or someone... Yeah, this is a karmic. Okay, so this is someone that has previously given you bad advice unknowingly. It could be from a previous life, but I'm getting it's from this lifetime. So this is someone that you know that has given you bad advice before. They didn't know it was bad advice. You didn't know it was bad advice. Totally wrong for the direction of your life. And really, really set you on a different path than if you had not taken that advice, or if you had gone a different way and listened to your intuition, or were able to develop your intuition to follow your own gut better than. It could have been financial advice, it could be career advice, it could be relationship advice, anything. But seeing it, this is really strongly connected to you being a very unique spiritual leader, a psychic, godlike figure. Someone who underestimated you very much and could not even comprehend a quarter of what you've done and where you're going. So it wasn't this person's fault. You understand that. And then, what about this time around? 9 of Wands in reverse. It's weird because I feel like you've been doing a lot of work to still kind of fit into this person's advice, or still kind of fit into this structure or this way of being, and it's so different than where you're going and who you become once this switch turns on. There's a feeling of letting go of all that you worked for, but at the same time you're gaining everything. This switch that turns on, I mean, like, you can't go back. This is life changing. And if that means you have to let go of everything, all the small projects you worked on, all the big projects that you worked on since then to get to a certain destination, it could be, it is kind of tied into like life's work. It's not just career. It's not just relationships with people or relationship with the divine, your spirituality, your beliefs, your health, or anything. It's like everything. It has to do with life's work because you're dealing with people, and this is on a personal level and professional level. This is something that takes up your entire life. It's not something you just do as a career. It's your lifestyle. It's who you are. It's your personal life as well. So I feel like you let go of everything that you've kind of been, mostly everything. We got the 9 of Wands. Mostly everything that you've been kind of working towards. So these might be goals, like maybe having a home, or having a family, or having a certain kind of career that you can climb up the ladder, a certain kind of company, a certain kind of social life, a certain kind of pursuit, a passionate pursuit, a passion project, hobby, whatever. You've been working on all these things, and it's just like you let go of all these things. because this is your life. This is everything now. This doesn't mean anything. This gives you new pursuits, new goals that are stars, that are not wands, that are stars. They're already in the sky. They're very divine. They're things that people can't reach. You can reach. You have new goals now. These wands, they connect the physical plane to the energetic plane, the wands. But the stars, these are your new goals now. These are goals that other people can't just pursue because you have to be at this level. And so you may trade in your goals that you're working on, that maybe society has put in for you, or your family, or your friends, or wherever your community, and trade them up for other ones that not many people can pursue or understand or reach. Whoa. Okay, so 6 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. Uncover the truth. Yeah, you have a destiny here. This is a very dutiful reading. You have a lot you're going to be doing in life, even if you've already done so much. Wow. You have a greater destiny, and it's pursuit of wisdom and knowledge on a higher level. Maybe lost knowledge, esoteric knowledge, occults, spiritual, metaphysical, psychic, even therapeutic. You can follow interests, maybe music, but in a way that has not been touched before. Very, very divine, connected, maybe through vibrations or energy studies of light. You can do studies of the body. You can keep your interest. I just think it's going to be on a level that you would not understand, and you're still going to have multiple interests. I feel like this group, you have not a lot of interest. You're able to pursue a lot of goals at once. That won't change. They're just going to be upgraded to a level you could not imagine before. Okay, and the Ace of Wands. Freedom from restraints. You're so free now. You're so free. You can do anything. You don't have to ground the wands that you were told you can ground. You can take those wands and fly into the sky. You're the master of that wand now. You can manifest anything in the physical with the 10 of Earth. If you want money, you can manifest money. If you want a nice home by the lake, you can manifest that. That's easy for you now. Now that you've reached this kind of level of spiritual consciousness. So I have a feeling you're going to spend most of your time in the higher realms. Wow. I want to see if we get a more specific time frame on when this advice is going to switch your psychic is going to come in tomorrow. Tomorrow in multiple cycles. That's crazy. What do you mean by multiple cycles? No. Okay. It's not the right deck. I had a feeling, I don't know if I'm going to be using this deck. Okay. This deck. So my camera just cut off there, and there's no reason why it should have. So I have a feeling the spirit just kind of wants me to not focus on like when or where or anything. I'm just gonna see if what the multiple cycles are, and one more advice card, and end it here. Page of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, any spirits just like let this come in. They don't want me to go any further. Okay. One last advice card. I'm getting this hasn't happened to you just once. This has happened to you many times, where a lot of people have, a lot of people or things that you've seen or message that, a lot of things that like were in your environment kind of pushed you to not achieve your full greatness, not achieve the highest and best version of yourself you can be, and the highest version of your life you can have. Okay. Tomorrow. Knight of Wands. Adventure seems to be calling as you confidently and passionately move towards your goal. With that initial spark of inspiration fueling you forward, be bold and brave as you put your plans into motion. You do seem like a risk taker. You do what actions are required to move forward. You're a tough, strong soul. And yeah, this is a call to adventure. You're becoming more confident and passionate as you move towards your goal, which you may have known is in the back of your mind all this time and is fully manifesting now. That's all you need to know. Give it 24 hours and you'll know exactly what is meant here. Ask your spirit team, your higher self, and source energy for help in this regard in the next 24 hours, and you'll see it. All right. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 3. This is the Flourite. See Spirit's message for you. Wow. Messenger of Water. Knight of Cups. And the 7 of Air, 7 of Swords. You're getting a direct message from the divine. You are getting a very strong, powerful, straight up message from the divine. Your higher guidance, God, the universe, source energy, one to infinite creator, angels, ascended masters, whatever you resonate with, a direct message. This may even come to the form of an apparition. Them actually appearing in front of you in a ghost-like, etheric-like way, energetic way, or in a dream, but it'll be so vivid and clear and feel so lifelike that it will be like burned into your memory and won't be forgotten. Yeah, they're coming in with a message. They're telling you they will see you soon, very strongly. Yeah. It's a very powerful being that's coming to see you. Very quickly now. Wow. Wow. This is going to change things on its head. This is coming into your life right now. This powerful being. Because you've completed something very positively, very successfully. It's kind of like a congratulations. This is not the best metaphor, but kind of like if you achieved something very great in a company, helped the company a lot, or did something heroic for the company or workplace, and the CEO come congratulate you in person and shake your hand in person and give you a reward in person. Like, that's the metaphor, but this is obviously on a much grander scale. It's the divine scale. It's something similar to that. Wow. I mean, if God themselves are coming to congratulate you, your angels, your higher self, your ascended masters, whatever, is coming into a form to congratulate you in person, you know you did something right. A lot of cards. Wow. Yeah. 3 major arcanas here. This is coming in very fast. Your whole life is going to change. The structure of your life is going to change completely. Let's see if we get a timeline on this time frame. Okay. By tonight. Not tonight, by tomorrow night. It's going to last for a month. About mid-month to next month. Mid-month. So it's going to come in by tonight. You're going to have this dream or this apparition come in for you tonight. And you'll see these big structural changes happen in your life. I'm getting reality itself fracturing. But it could also loosely translate into every aspect of your life changing, the structure of your life, the way you perform your duties in every area of life differently. And that might take about a month to happen. It's the beginning of the month right now for you, from mid-month to next mid-month. It's the end of the month for you, mid-month of next month to mid-month of the next month. If you're in the middle of the month, from around now to the middle of next month. You can see rapid, massive, gigantic change in your life, because it's not like you're just getting a new job. It's like the way that you perform work duties, the way that you can define career is changed. It's like changing at its fundamental level, like it's on its DNA level. The blueprints of which you've structured every area of life is going to change. Oh my goodness. I saw this come up before, like when I was shuffling the cards. It was like a bunch of cards came out, so I put it back. But this is the one I saw. The Judgment card. Wow. 20 and 21. This is a big deal. The foundation of which you, 4-7, the foundation of which you live will change in every area of life in such a profound way. And it's coming in now very quickly. Okay, so let me see if I get some details, because this is very intense and very spiritual. See if we can get grounded in some things, physical things that make sense. Okay. Many friends. Okay. You're going to be bombarded with many friends that come in. Okay. I don't feel like this resonates. I think I need... Yeah. I decided not to take that other card because it didn't fit the screen perfectly, and that was just a sign. Many friends that you'll be working with, and I'm not just talking career-wise, but working with on a life basis. When I think about career, I think about life's work. How you affect people, how you affect your own life, how you grow as a person, the kind of things you do day to day, not just the kind of work you do for a company, but the kind of projects you work on day to day, the things you do to improve yourself, things you do to help others, things you do to strengthen relationships with other people in your life, strengthen relationship within yourself and with God. Like, this is life's work. You gotta feed the chickens, you can make food for your kids, you can drive your grandparent to the doctors, putting up new curtains, painting a new painting, tending to your garden, going to someone's birthday party or a wedding or dinner party, or just hanging out with a friend, grabbing a coffee with a colleague. Keeping on top of flossing every day. Working towards some other small personal goal like that. These are life's work. The small things and the big. All these little things add up. And ultimately are long-term goals. These relationships that you have with people. The kind of person you want to be, and the little steps you take every day to get there. The creative projects that you work on every now and then. That's life's work. You're going to have many people come in to do life's work with you. It'll be very enjoyable. See a spider here with the spider web. And a mouse. Oh my goodness. The Three of Swords might be actually relevant. So, people that felt like pests to you, people who felt like they were energy vampires, taking your energy, always taking from you, taking up your time. This is going to be rewarded. This is going to be coming back to you, good karma. They might even come back to you as friends. People that took too much for you, took advantage of you, underestimated you, never gave you credit, or never gave you the respect that you deserved, or undervalued you. These people are going to come back and want to work with you. It'll be to your advantage because you will reap some reward, reap abundance, probably even like money from interacting with these new many friends who may be working on their inner work with you, through you now. But you get some benefit out of it, probably monetary. Someone you don't know, even new people. There might be a lot of new people that want to be friends with you, that want to work with you. You might actually create a line of work for yourself or even like a hobby or side gig to help people. And that you might get a lot of people from your past, or people that were like people from your past, who were just kind of takers, help them with their inner work. You just hear working away. It's like, hey, doesn't matter to me if You're like this mouse or spider. If you want to work, I'll work with you, and that'll produce some things for me. Investments. There we go. You've invested in your inner growth, and you've inspired others to invest in their own. This will benefit you as it benefits them. And no contact. Let me get a clarification on that. Yeah, there might have been people who you didn't see eye to eye with, people you've cut off, people that cut you off, that may come back into your life. Let me get what this person is like. You might have asked this person to stay with you, stay friends with you, stay in contact with you, and they said no. And vice versa. This person might have asked you to stay with them, and you said no, cut off contact. I'm coming trust. I'm getting this maybe many people. Many people. All right. What's Spirit's advice for you here? Why is this happening? What's going on? What should you do? What can you do? Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. Six of Cups in this deck is memories and friends. Okay, this has been like a very much a theme of this reading. People you've been friends with, people you've been close with, family and friends, and mentors, people along these lines coming back from the past are coming to directly influence you in your actions at this time. So because we have this like very divine message coming through, and this kind of message of like, I asked you to stay, or you asked me to stay, I said no contact. This is someone you might have invested a lot in, someone you didn't really know that well. There's going to be many people that you invested time. Maybe you're the kind of person who was a very giving person, helped a lot of people, gave people compliments, stayed the extra hour to help someone out. These kinds of investments you get back in divinely karmic ways. And, it's sad to see people that don't even have a slight awareness to like energy and how energy works, but this kind of energy comes back. It's not for nothing. And these people may have been pests in the past, very focused, very 3D, focused on the physical, money. You were working on the long term, and here you are finishing up your last pentacle. You're a master. You're being congratulated in person by the divine because of your mastery. And someone that cut you off or you cut off, you try to get back in contact with, or someone just kind of that rubbed you the wrong way and you never got to see again, is coming back for this full circle moment, because so much of your thoughts and emotions were wrapped up in this person. There's no way, with the amount of good deeds that you've done and the amount of people you've helped in little ways all add up. That 541 adds up to a 10, 20, 21. Like you're getting closure with this person. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a past lover, it could be just someone randomly that you met. I had this thing with an argument, a fight, never saw this person again, but they change your life and you think so much about that moment. Something like that. It's like you deserve it. It's kind of like as above, so below. So with the divine personally coming to congratulate you, you get to see that in your physical life with this person that you never thought you would see again, coming to what? Finish out the cycle, give you some sort of closure. I get like, see, like this mouse is looking at this person, like see who you are compared to them. They see themselves as this mouse or this spider, someone just working, taking, and you've been doing all this work this whole time. Look how much you've got done, kind of thing. Okay, the Hermit. Okay, this deck that is quiet is needed. Yeah, it's so weird. Like for this specific pile, it got very quiet. I thought I was just kind of like, the messages that are coming through these piles are so powerful. It's the reasons I'm doing these readings. I created a new channel, and it's because the messages that I channel are very powerful. And sometimes I need that advice for myself. And I like to also give it to other people who are on the same level or ready for this kind of higher level, higher caliber divine messages. The Hermit. Quiet is needed. I feel like once you have an experience like this and this, it just shuts you up. What more can you say? Like if you saw the divine in person or some sort of divine entity and energy in person to congratulate you, what can you say? You've made it. You've done it. And then this happens. Someone that you never expect to see again was always running around your mind. Felt no closure with. No contact. Invested a lot in. Maybe someone you didn't really know. It's unbelievable. Okay, King of Wands. Like what more can you say to that? Like you just shut up, like, right? Just that's enough said. Okay, the King of Wands. Wow. Unexpected good news. Okay. That could also shut you up. We get some unexpected good news that you could not see coming. Have no doubt that with all these like really profound, incredible, like miraculous things happening around you, like you could not believe, like, would you ever think the divine would come to see you in person to congratulate you or to give you a divine message like this, and this person that you thought you'd never see again reach out like this, and then to get good news that you don't expect, which I'm going to clarify now. Like, these are like those moments that leave you speechless, but you have more than one. You have three moments that leave you speechless. divine message, this person, and this unexpected good news. I would probably not speak for months, weeks. Like, I would be just in shock and awe for a very long time. That's what I'm getting, is like you're just in shock and awe. Very good. Very positive, though, reasons. The Hanged Man. I would probably even advise you to do a 24-hour vow of silence during the next few weeks at some point, or next few months. Set it up in a way that you're comfortable and just go with it. And put the intention for the gratitude of receiving these beautiful divine messages and occurrences. Okay, the Hanged Man. Okay. 2 major arcanas here. Suspension of movement. Yeah. Like this, like you just shut up, your life just shuts up. Like, with this kind of event happening in your life, you just kind of are in shock and awe and just need moments to be quiet. About a month, to be clear. Just to be quiet. How long to be quiet? New moon. So until the next new moon, or maybe in the next new moon, you can just practice just being in that shock and awe energy. It's not an energy that we're very accustomed to. You know, it's usually just like anger, sadness, gratitude, contentment. But shock and awe is not a long-term emotion usually. But this is one of the moments that it is, and it's for a good reason. So Spirit is just kind of asking you to kind of just be in it and allow some time, maybe a few days around the new moon, next new moon, to really just appreciate and just be in that shock and awe energy and emotion. It's very unusual, but that's what the message is. This reading has been just very unique and very profound and very beautiful, very divine. All right, last message from Spirit. Here and now. Just be in the moment. You don't have to do anything. Just be in the shock and awe energy. There's literally Spirit's just like, let things happen for you. Just be in shock and awe. Just be yourself. Just be in the moment. And kind of bathe in this shock and awe energy for as long as you can. It's a unique emotion. We don't have much time to work with it, and if you're listening to this reading, you're more spiritually advanced. It's a moment where you can really work with this very unique and powerful emotion, feeling, and moment in your life. And last but not least, find your passion. Vibes never lie. With your whole kind of like structure of life in every area of your life changing, it's just like, just go with your vibe. Do what you feel. Be in the here and now. It's a very kind of spiritual thing to say, like, be in the moment. Be present. Just feel what you feel now. Just do what you feel like doing now. That you feel is good for you. It feels right. That you feel heart-centered. Go with the vibes. Yeah. Much love and light to you. Okay, pile number 4. This is Lapis Lazuli. Tongue twister there. See what Spirit's message is for you. What's manifesting in your life right now very powerfully. 4 of Earth, home. Immediately when I see the 4 of Pentacles, I feel like a home. So a new home or a stronger home. If you're working on something in the home right now, a home project, a very big home project that is going to be started, completed, or major victory in that. If you're looking for a new home, a new location, if you're not looking for a new home but haven't thought of thinking about it, you might find the perfect location, the perfect home. If you're trying to figure out what kind of home you're looking for, you'll find something very similar, a design or layout that works for you. You might be moving, or you might be adding an addition to your home, or deciding to own a home if you're renting, or to move into a smaller home, move into a bigger home. Everything is expanding. Okay. The 6 of Swords. Yeah, so for a lot of you, this is you're about to move. You're about to move, you're about to travel. You may be going on a very long voyage. Maybe you're planning to stay somewhere for 6 months to 5 years. You're planning to move somewhere for a short while. It's going to be a home for a long time. Or you're planning to move at a distance or just to a different location. I'm getting this is more likely that you're going to move to a different location or a different home. But if that's not the case, you're probably going to do something to your home or your home life where it's more easily accessible. So maybe making improvements in your home to make, maybe tearing down walls, making it more wheelchair accessible, making it more accessible for the elderly, maybe grandparents or parents that are aging, maybe adding an addition for your kids coming home, or for your parents to come live with you, or to be able to have more guests over. Maybe you're doing something to the driveway. Maybe there's a new addition coming into your home, a new family member, maybe a new family coming in, your sibling and their family, or your kid and their family, or something of that sort. Your ex-partner and their family or something. But there is something to do with physical movement and home here. Okay, so let's get some clarification. Okay, this is going to be very clear to you. So whatever I'm saying, this is very clear to you what exactly I'm talking about and pertaining to your specific life and situation. And if you don't, you're going to be getting clarity very, very soon. Let me see if I can get a time frame on that. When will this person know exactly what I'm talking about? Yeah, by later this morning or tomorrow, 0 point, yeah, like now. And this will manifest within 6 months. So you're gonna have more clarity on it like right now, maybe even you had clarity right before this reading, or while you're watching this reading, listening to this reading, or possibly right after this reading, but within 24 hours before or after this, you're gonna get it. Clarity. And this process will take 6 months to fully develop. So if you decide, yes, I want to make this move, I just found the perfect location at the perfect home, maybe it takes 6 months to kind of start that process up and go through it. Maybe decide now that yeah, you want to move, and you start the research now to find the right perfect location for you, the perfect kind of home for you or your family or your partner, for your work situation, your business, and the kind of community you want to live in. Any kind of these variables, like this is something that you get clarity on now and will manifest within 6 months, around then. What's this travel aspect? Yeah, it's happening like now. Yeah, there might be something that happens that makes it very obvious that you need to make this move, or you need to make travel. It may be like you're going back to school, or you're going for some sort of training, or you're going for some sort of visit, or to help a family member out, or invest in some sort of property or business or whatever. Like, it's very clear to you this is something that you want done, and soon. And it happens right away. You get clarity right away, clarity right now, and you start acting on it immediately. Taking steps, doing the research, finding out the people you need to work with, the amount of money you'll need, and all that transactional paperwork. Okay, so Death card was in reverse, and the 4, yeah, wow. So this could be because you're getting married or moving in with a partner, or deciding to have kids, or need bigger, or having more kids, combining families, moving in with family, or having family move in with you, being closer to family, starting a new kind of business, and if it is, it's some sort of lifestyle business, or some sort of personal, something that's related to your life, a personal kind of business, a business related on your personal life, with or without your partner, or with a very good friend. Maybe this friend lives in a different location, you want to be close to that friend. But yeah, this is a significant change. It'll forever change your life. This new direction you go. The old one dies as soon as you take the first step, which is immediately into this new one. Wow. Okay, so this clarity. Okay. So all these clarifiers came up kind of in reverse. This is something you've been kind of working on. We see the 4 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. This is something you've been kind of quietly working on behind the scenes. So this is something you might have put a lot of thought into over a long period of time. Maybe over the last, I don't know, 10, 5, 20 years. Like, part of your brain has a file where you've been filing away different aspects of the kind of home you want to live in. Again, I'm getting very strong. This is a physical home. And what purpose? What purpose is this? Physical looks. Okay. All right. So something about the way you look is going to change. So yeah, you might have had some sort of health condition that was keeping you very restricted in your movement, restricted in how much you could travel, or being able to make a move like this. Maybe you wanted a big home, but if you invested in that, you wouldn't have money left over for the furniture and the things that would require to fill a home that big. Maybe you're getting a glow up. Maybe your career is getting a glow up. And you have now had the means to go for a property like this, or maybe you're becoming some sort of, that's why I kept saying like lifestyle kind of career, or a career that's based on your personality. Maybe you want to move into a home where your business is attached, or you'll be having clients in your home. It might be a political career, or having a nice home matters to be able to present it to other high-level diplomats. So it's kind of like required, or it could be like, yeah, you're going for some sort of educational purpose. You're going to a school that's in a different area, it's further away. Or you want to go somewhere that's like very pretty. You want to go somewhere that's naturally pretty. A lot of natural wonders, the oceans, mountains, a lake, whatever. But I'm getting these two things are related. Like your glow up and then the glow up of your home are related. It makes sense that your physical body and looks are becoming more defined, strengthened, more powerful, and so is your home. It goes together. Sometimes people can't see the correlation between things in their life, and it's just like if you step back and look at these concepts as a whole, you can see that like your body is your home for your spirit, right? Your the fractal of your soul. And then your physical home reflects that, reflects your body. The home, the vessel to your spirit, your home being your safe space, your sanctuary. As above, so below, as within, so without. But I'm getting just like a very outward appearance kind of upgrade. Maybe you have the means to buy better furniture, buy better clothing, take care of yourself more, groom yourself better. Have the luxury to be more creative with the way you express yourself physically. And it gives you a lot of pleasure. It gives you more strength in your power. Makes you more confident and powerful. And so your home will reflect that energy. Your home is your reflection of yourself, of your life. But I do see some sort of career and like partnership or family kind of related to this. They're coming with you. End of the old, beginning of the new. Yeah. Alright, coming with you. Is your career, family coming with you? Is this related? Yes. Ace of Swords. Definite yes card. Look at you holding the sword. You're directing this. You're leading this. You're the reason this is like benefiting your partner or your family or whoever is coming with you. Your career. Your career leads to this. Seven of Pentacles, something you've been working on for a very long time. Okay, let me see from Spirit. I get some guidance, spiritual advice. What is this happening? What's happening? What's it happening for? Okay, the Chariot. This is happening very quickly. It's coming into your life full force. You're ready for it. See, the Chariot in this deck is sustained efforts to win. Yeah, we see that you've been working on this for a long time. It's coming forward now. It's coming to the front. very easily seen. Okay. Justice card. Yeah. It's rewards for your past karmic efforts. In this deck, the Justice represents unpleasant events. Whereas the Chariot says sustained efforts to win. What are these unpleasant events? 10 of Pentacles, wow. The 10 of Pentacles. Oh, there's 2 here, okay. Let's get some of these messages. 10 of Pentacles in this deck is plan for the future. This unpleasant event is the reason that you decide to leave and plan for the future. Hey, with what's going down, I would like to move to a different area, or have you move in with me, or move, you know, like something unpleasant is like, okay, we need to do something about this. We need to do it soon. We need to take action on it right away. We need to figure this out. So where this unpleasant event is sparks in you this kind of, yeah, I need to move. And the chains, the Devil card. In this deck, it's obsession and illusion. I'm not seeing it as a bad thing here. I do feel like in this 6-month period, you know, when you're moving to a new home, you kind of put out everything. There are those that are like more dreamers and more realistic, right? And there's advantages to both. You want the dreamers because you think of things that like you might never have thought of that you needed, that can be very practical and helpful for you in the future. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I love a yard with this because it'd be great for that. I'd be able to go fishing in my backyard because it'd be great for this business. It'd be great for my long-term hobbies and what I'd like to do in the future. And then there's the more practical people, like, okay, well, this is more realistic. This is what we can afford. This is the area that's like going to be beneficial in the long term. Both can help in the short term and long term planning of things, especially when it comes to home. But I don't see this. I don't know. I just see this beautiful fox. Oh, it looks kind of evil if you look at it very closely. But I don't have my glasses on. From far away, it looks very beautiful. Just kind of like glowing in the moonlight. I see this glow in the moonlight here. These cards. These dwarves are out in the night, have light. It's kind of like glow in the light, glow in the moonlight. So I think these events that happen, these unpleasant events, they happen in the environment because it's like kind of dark outside. So it might happen outside of you and this couple, outside of you and this family, outside of you in your current home. Because you're glowing in the moonlight. When it's dark out there, you're still glowing. So I think you take this as an opportunity that while there's unpleasant events going on, you're ready to shine. You're ready to glow. You're not going to stop shining. You're going to keep moving forward. With moonlight, firelight, through this darkness, you're prepared. You know how to handle this. You excel. Let's see. Knight of Cups. There you go. I knew this was a positive energy here. Okay. Knight of Cups in this deck is deep involvement. So you're, yeah, very much invested. I'm getting kind of like a hermit mood because of the darkness, unpleasant event going on. So it may be very, very like you connecting with the divine, you connecting with your intuition, you connecting with people that you are going to make this move with. Very, very much in your own world, very much dreaming as much as you can dream, putting out ideas, as many ideas you can have, really, really throwing everything on the whiteboard, and then going back to edit it. That's what I feel. See if I can get more clarification on what is this affecting. People you are responsible for in a fling. Okay. Okay. So yeah, of course, people you are responsible for, but so this might be people, you know, that you want to help out in your family. It could be a partner, it could be kids, it could be your parents, it could be your grandparents, it could be your nieces and nephews and uncles and aunts. Just people, just in general, people you're responsible for. And a fling, I don't know what that's all about. A fling. Wow, the sun card. Okay. Something that's going very positively. So this could be a very new thing. I did get someone that you decide to partner up with, decide to move in with, decide to get into some sort of personal relationship involvement with. And it could be what? What the heck is this thing about? Within the next few weeks. Okay. There's someone new coming into your life within the next few weeks that you have a lot of shining light, a lot of synchronicities with, a lot of fun with. Kind of like, this might not be a long-term thing. So this, whether it's with family, with a partner, or whatever, a fling, a friend, this kind of move that you're making with, maybe acknowledge it's just a short-term temporary thing, and that you're both okay with it, very on board, very positive, a divine backing here for some reason. It's all coming through within the next few weeks. It's all coming together where you guys are going to start planning the next 6 months to make some sort of move. You know, it starts now. But, yeah, what's within the next few weeks specifically? This next few weeks thing. The Fool card, things start. Yeah. So it starts now with you. The next few weeks, this person or group comes in, very close. You know, you guys kind of both decide it's a temporary thing, or it could be anywhere from 6 months to 5 years. But in the next 6 months, you guys kind of really figure it out and get to the nook and cranny, the details of how to make this happen, how to make this move happen. Okay, so what are you guys thinking? What your thought process here? It's 20 cards. Okay. You are right. I think so, yes. And listen to your heart. Okay, so these are all cards saying like, yep. This is a yes card also, the sun card. So you were right. So you guys are both like, yeah. With these events going on, I see your clarity. I see your planning. We got to make a plan. We got to do something about this. And the person's like, yeah, I think so, yes. You're both on the same page. You both understand the reality of the situation. And listen to your heart. Like, you both are also listening to your intuition. And it's both saying, like, yeah, whatever happens, moving forward, how long this lasts, this moving home situation. It could be like families moving to a different location altogether, a different town altogether. I've had that happen. Like, I've seen that happen with, like, where siblings want to live close to each other so they can be each other's support system. Parents living with their children or closer to that area. Children who want to move closer to their grandparents or whatever. Friends want to move closer to each other because they have kids the same age and they want to, you know, be in the same area. Someone they can rely on, trust, and build a life with. And in more just family ways. But it could be also just in terms of partnerships or family, or, you know, even just a temporary thing. But you're both listening to your heart, and you're both on the same page, and both saying yes. This is very clear-cut cards of saying that. Okay, and then the outcome. Outcome of the situation. Outcome of the situation. Just dream and wish for everything. So I do feel like at this time that, like, there's this, like, a lot of putting it all on the table. This is everything I've ever wanted. It's everything I ever dreamt and wished for. And then cutting back from there. Like, where are some, like, similarities between you and this person and this group? And, like, kind of, like, figuring out, okay, what locations are best for these main points that we want in life, in locations, in a home, that kind of thing. The main thing is that you guys want to get out of this unpleasant event or situation in your environment that's happening. And then, so yeah, outcome. The Ace of Wands, which is right here too. Ace of Wands. 2 Ace of Wands. Wow. So yeah. Okay. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, 4 of Wands. Yeah, you guys are very eager to get this, like, home life, family life kind of started, even if it's a temporary thing, even if it's not just a partner, but, like, or with your family, or with a group of friends, or community, whatever it is. You both are very gung-ho on the same page, and be very happy. Looks like a very successful beginning. I mean, you have months to plan it out, so it's not like a end-all be-all thing. Okay, let's see Spirit's last advice in this situation. Outcome. Okay, the tribe. Yeah, so this is someone that is part of your tribe. It could feel like soul family. So that's why there's no, like, issues here. It's like whatever the situation is, whether it's partnership, family, friends situation, they're your soul family. So there's no, like, what if this goes south kind of issue. It's like, this is the best move. Things will always work out for each of our mutual highest and best good. So there's no worries there. And Spirit's last advice here. Ooh, that shot out. The Lover's card, yeah. Kind of shot out there. It's like, I just want to get back there. Like, I feel like this disrupts what's been going on. Whether it's family relationships, partnership. But for most of you, it's going to be partnership. I mean, it seems like a fling. Or it seemed like a fling at first. Or could be a fling. It's like, but you guys don't have any qualms about it because... yeah, just moving forward. Your relationship with a deep soul connection is strengthening. Have faith in this divine unfolding and release any resistance and false ideals. Allow yourselves to honor the pure and sacred love within this partnership. Yeah. It's like you both are kind of on the same page. You're kind of going with it. Whatever this connection is, it's very deep and very divine. Whatever happens with it, you guys are on same page when it comes to dealing with this unpleasant situation and having to make some sort of home change because of it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 5. This is rubies encased in granite. And let's see Spirit's message for you. What's big manifesting into your life right now? The 10 of Swords. Wow. And the Hanged Man. Reverse. Oh. Wow. A lot of blue, green, and these cards. But it's referencing the sky, not the ocean. Interesting. Okay. You see in this 10 of Swords, this person, I don't know if you can tell, and I'm not going to zoom in, but they're blowing air to keep these feathers up into the air. Blowing air underneath these feathers to keep them in the air. This Hanged Man. Sporting wings with this, same as this woman. They both seem very apathetic. Kind of passing time by. Knowing that things are about to get really good. We see this big sun here behind this Hanged Man. Is kind of blowing through time, wasting time until it's time. Okay, what an unusual message from Spirit. Okay, what is this in regards to? Okay, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Wow. Indeed, it could be a romantic love match. It could be for one person to catch up with the other, or one person to be on board with the other, or just to get on the same page. Just to get on the same page with a romantic situation. It could be your romantic situation, or could it be the romantic situation of someone that you care about, so your parents, your grandparents, your sibling, your friend, you know it's going to work out. It's just like getting on the same page or waiting for the divine moment. Like, it's going to happen. It's just getting there, right? Just passing time until you do. That's very interesting. Okay, so what is this hanging? Why is there a need to hang back? And why does it feel like you're at the worst spot, about to get to the better version? The Hermit. Okay, so there's like a little bit of a being on your own for too long, being alone in the recent past, assimilating to the new life, assimilating to new changes in this connection, or in your own personal life, in your own professional life. There's a lot of like waiting, holding back. Could come forward, but unwilling to. Just seeing how long you play this game. That kind of energy coming through. Very interesting. Okay, so what's going on with this couple in your life? Whether it's your own or someone that you care for. Yeah. There's a very sense of like, gotta protect myself, gotta protect my finances, my stability, security, in whatever form it comes in. A very guarded kind of situation where it makes sense, because there's been a time of like waiting for a long time, being on your own for a really long time, assimilating to these new situations for a very long time. Hermit. Wow, the Hanged Man twice. Wow. Okay. That is incredible. 12 and 9. Goes back to the 3. I'm getting this energy of you, me, and the other thing, you, me, and the connection. So there's like this kind of fight and struggle for like each person's independence as well as giving to the whole. Wow. Okay, so the Hanged Man. Typically, it has to do with having a lot of patience, and so is the Hermit phase. New perspective, waiting, you're sacrificing, you're releasing old things, letting go of old things, looking at the past, doing a little bit of reviewing, and recognizing that there may be a sacrifice or multiple sacrifices needed in order to move forward, and unwilling to do so, scared to do so. But the Ruby has to do with relationships and taking positive risks. That's so interesting. I can't believe everything resonates so well. 5, me having to do with change. Wow. Okay, so what is this in regards to? What is this going to affect and influence in your life the most? What areas? Okay. Receiving offer opportunity. And most people cannot see this, but like usually what's going on in one area of your life often affects and signifier for what's going on in another area of your life. If you heal one area, sometimes it heals all areas. Or vice versa. You need to heal a lot of areas until this specific area of your life can be healed. So you may be on the precipice of receiving an offer or opportunity. Some of you don't know. I didn't see this. Network of people and family member. So this seems like an opportunity for someone new to come into your life. It could be this person that's new, or it could be new family members, a new network of people being family. This is kind of like an integration process that the two of you kind of figuring out where you fit into each other's lives. You may get an invitation to a family event. This person's opportunity to meet new people together. That will be like family, like will be soul family, soul friends to you. There's that potential here. This is the King and Queen of Cups, that's like the ultimate love connection, right? So it's kind of like apathy, aloofness, being patient and being a little rigid, being unwilling to change or make the sacrifices necessary, or kind of treading water. Will be changed by this offer opportunity. Not only will it bring in a new network of people, of each other's friends and family, but like new people together. I'm really strongly feeling bringing in a seen and an unseen situation and people. So like, yeah, there's obvious, like you get to know each other's friends and families and network of people through each other, the people you guys already know. But also I'm getting that there's a potential opportunity in here to meet new people together in a new venture or a new hobby or a new business, or just having that new relationship together and being that third energy, being that energy of you two combine, bringing in a new group of friends and family, soul family, network of people, group, social group. So there's a potential there, and you guys just need to make that step, I guess, to bring the opportunity forward. Let's see Spirit's advice on this situation. Spirit's advice on the situation. 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords here. Wow. It's on both sides, both of you are kind of like, 10 of Swords in this deck is major life change. You guys, this is a major life change, having you guys both in each other's lives. For most people, obviously, it's going to be you and your partner. But for some of you, it's going to be someone that's really close to you, that's important to you, your child, your parent, your best friend, something like that, that their partnership matters to you. But yeah, this is major life change for both of you. But moving past that will bring in not just a new network of people and family that you don't, but also new people, family and friends of people that you guys don't even know yet. And if this is a friend or family member's relationship that you're taking a vested interest in and it's affecting you a lot, know that like them moving past this hurdle and you helping them do that, moving past hurdles in your relationship with both these people in regards to this connection. Maybe it's your parents, you moving past the hurdle between your mother and father and the connection, any hurdles, any inner work you have to do there will open you up to more people and more opportunities. I'm getting like a divorce or something, or a marriage, or just someone working through a rough patch, or working through the beginnings of a connection. And for most of you, it's going to be, directly related to you and your partnership situation. There might have been issues with getting to know the other person's family member, or if this is new, you may not even know them yet. If it's a connection you've had for a long time, it could be that issue with certain family members of one or both sides, or friends. But yeah, once you work through this huddle, there is major life changes. And Page of Swords stack. Beware of trickery. And Knight of Swords. Violent disagreements. I'm getting that like there may be a situation here where there's violent disagreements because there is apprehension in regards of moving forward. And dealing with major life changes like this. All changes kind of cause a little bit of friction, uncomfortableness, and that's just what is coming out when you both know that there's a Sun, positive outcome. Beware you're not tricking yourself. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Let's see. Spirit can give us more advice on why is this important for you to know at this time. Because it's a burden. You've done it. You did it. You got there. You accomplished it. 2 tons here. 3 tons. You've accomplished a lot. They've accomplished a lot. This connection is accomplishing a lot. Page to the Knight of Swords. Leveling up very quickly. So it's uncomfortable. And there might be whatever like I'm guessing if you're both at a 10, you're both at this level of connection. It's just the deepest, darkest parts of yourself and their self in regards to relationships coming to the front. Coming right up to the front to be cleared and dealt with, to move forward for. That's the hurdles, and that's very difficult, but it's mastery level things. Mastery level connection. That's what this is. It's a divine soulmate connection. Ooh. Okay. Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. A lot of sharp words exchanged while still trying to be adventurous, looking forward, thinking of new ideas. Here's an 8 of Wands, a lot of communication, a lot of things happening fast, communicating with a lot of different things in regards to this connection really fast. So it's like a lot of information being shuffled around, but it eventually ends to the 10 of Cups. That's the outcome here. Happy family life, happy emotional life. It's very positive, very beautiful. That's where it's at. Okay. Well, some cards from one side, the feminine side. Let me love each stuff. So the feminine is ready to take this as a long haul, to confront and acknowledge this is a long haul thing. The masculine is asking, do you want this? Feeling under, not worthy, but at the heart of this, it is just not the right time. No, and helpful people. It's one of these things where patience and the Hanged Man, knowing where this is going and taking your time is very much a good thing. Both of you acknowledge this, both of you are taking the time. Leveling up very quickly, a lot of communication. It's just not the right time to kind of merge right away, because that would cause a lot more problems rather than kind of dealing with these things as they come up. Feminine side of this, I've been putting myself first. I've been seeing it only hurting me more. Going from independence to interdependency. And if you're both at a 10 here and so is a connection, there's a level of understanding here that's like kind of mastery level when it comes to love, relationships, connecting to divine, connecting to intuition, understanding what the other person, where the person's coming from, empathy, sympathy, and people involved. I have a bunch of tarot readings. I'm not used to connecting like this, so I run. I'm not a fan of the runner-chaser dynamic. That's a very outdated kind of concept. It's kind of very basic, just starting out your spiritual journey level, which is not what this reading is about. But these kinds of concepts of things that you have been through before will come up now very quickly. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be somewhat uncomfortable, but it's going to be cleared through very quickly. There's going to be evolution here. We have the page to the knight to the queen of wands. Swords. This evolution happening very quickly. And holding on, we have the 10 to the page of wands. Transforming this kind of success to new ventures. A lot of communication. There's a happy home and happy emotional life here at the end, the basis of this. And a lot of 10s. It's just a very uncomfortable major change that is ending of a cycle and beginning of a new. Holding on to what you know, being independent, putting yourself first, and putting something else, someone else, in the connection first. And then all that it comes with. Do you even want this? I come with this. Okay. And I need time to heal from past pain. You're always in my dreams. You're always going to be in their thoughts, and they're going to be in your thoughts. You're going to be dreaming of what it's going to be like to be with this person, thinking about what it's going to be like, daydreaming, figuring out what it would look like with this situation, with their family, with their lifestyle, personality. But I need time to heal from past pain. But this is why the Hanged Man and the Hermit card came up so much, because although this is just the beginning stages and there'll be a lot of communication and very healthy, happy healing, there is some time that you need to be alone to deal with your past hurts, sometimes together, sometimes alone, and alone time to kind of digest everything, even if you do work together on this emotional healing. The Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, a lot of communication. Here we go with the Eight of Wands. There's success here. Success. It's just, it's time. It's patience. Knowing there is not just a light, but a huge ass sun at the end of the tunnel. The love in my eyes is a reflection of you. Acknowledging that the amount that you can love, the amount of love that there is in this connection, in this view of you, in this potential life, is a reflection of what you bring out in them, how they see you as. They not just see you as this person, but they see you as this grand love of their life, of themselves, of the divine, of everything that they hold dear, everything that they like, everything that they're interested in, passionate about, motivated in. So that is a reflection of you. It's much grander than just the simple connection here. Creating a more stable foundation. Both of you are healing, creating a stable foundation. You might have done it separately, but now creating foundation, melding the foundation together. And I'll always believe in you and me. I believe in you, I believe in me, I believe in us. It's a very beautiful sentiment. I'm just going to end with a couple of spirit message. The sun will rise. Yeah. What's at the end of the tunnel? A big ass sun. Not just a light. A really big, huge sun. 10 of Cups here. Glory. I'm getting glory. A glorious love relationship that's divine and perfectness, divinity. I'm getting just beyond what you can imagine. There's perfection here. This completion, this success on all levels. It's undeniable. Ooh. And Page of Cups. A new journey and self-expression is beginning. This could come in the form of a creative spark, an intuitive download, or divine inspiration that allows you to be open to receiving and communicating emotions and ideas. You or someone you're connected to might be exhibiting emotional and mature behavior. Take a moment to reflect on the situation and try to see beyond what's being presented. So yeah, that's why there's a lot of communication. You guys are being a little rigid, self-holding, holding back a little bit, unwilling to make the necessary sacrifices, needing patience, time of reflection, healing, creating a more stable foundation for yourself and for the connection. Knowing this is positive, very, very successful, very divine, being very creative, getting those kind of firm foundations down, your role, your place in this new life, in this new connection. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Much love and light. Hey, Mystic Mia Moksha here. As promised, I'm going to just say the materials I used for this reading. This is the Super Hit Incense by Satya. It's the more feminine energy, bringing in the masculine energy, and also helps bring in the more the zodiac energies of each zodiac. I use my amethyst, my red calcite, and my clear crystal quartz. I wanted to do kind of like a highest chakra, lowest chakra kind of meditation. So I did a meditation with 936, 639, and 396 hertz music. I can't find any 936 and 369 hertz music on its own. There's always a 639 in between, which I didn't mind because I don't mind manifesting higher aspects and physical aspects things with the heart chakra. And the kind of theme of this reading was finishing a transition phase, being prepared for big drastic changes already in your life or coming into your life now, being patient while these things come through, being congratulated by the divine with what you achieved, with real rewards and real acknowledgement from the divine in the physical, and having these things manifest in beautiful ways with a lot of opportunities, a lot of abundance, and every aspect of your life, every area of life changing because you are evolving very spiritually and being very advanced and kind of fast-tracked in your spiritual development and evolution, so much so that you the structure beneath every area of your life, the way you live life, is going to change. And you can see drastic changes of that starting as soon as you've watched this reading. It might have already started a few days ago. It might start in the next 24 hours, the next few days, definitely in the next few weeks. And you'll be working on these changes for the next month to next 6 months. There might be a change in home involved, change in partnership, a change of relationship with someone very close to you, whether it's a family member, a close friend from the past. But overall, it's a very beautiful, positive change. You might see your environment change, but you're ready, you're protected, you know what's up. You cannot be tricked. You're ready for this, you're meant for this. And positive changes, drastic changes ahead, and you're ready for it, and let it occur. One of the unique things I picked up on in these readings was, besides powerful psychic abilities coming on like a switch, as soon as you get bad advice from some mentor figure that kind of just switches your psyche, turns on all these psychic abilities. It's also this moment of shock and awe when a divine entity comes to actually meet you, whether it's in a dream state or in a physical apparition, and something, maybe someone that you never thought you'd hear from again, also happening along with a very positive event, and just kind of being in the shock and awe energy, as it's a emotion that is passed on. It just happens very quickly and you kind of move on from it. But this is such a big shock to your reality and a surprising event that is so beautiful that it does last days, weeks, not months, and just kind of be in that energy, because it's a very unique opportunity to do some inner work and to advance, your knowledge and the knowledge of mankind in terms of shock and awe emotion in a very positive light, not in a negative shock and awe, a positive shock and awe events happening in your life. Something unique that you can learn from and pass on, and maybe keep going for the collective. And also, like, being trained all your life to have a more grand spiritual destiny, and at the same time feeding that manifestation through your research, your spiritual practices, even watching sci-fi and fantasy movies, books, games, shows, and feeding that manifestation slowly for such a long time that it's such a big manifestation when it finally comes through. And at the same time, when you're manifesting that, unlearning the structure of which to live certain areas of your life and your whole life as a whole. So there's a huge theme of really changing the way you have your social life, your work life, your financial life, your home life, your daily life. It's like almost unheard of, very unique to you. And I mean, congrats for being such a great spiritual leader. I mean, obviously, if I'm talking to this group with these kinds of messages, you're on this, like, I mean, up there level. The other thing I saw was, like, the goals that you had, the mini goals that you had, like maybe some interests, hobbies, friendships, whatever, career goals, is going to be turned on its head to the point where you're going to go after similar goals, just more advanced, a level you would never have believed that only someone like you that's spiritually advanced, spiritually evolved as you can go after. I hope that changes to most of the collective at some point, but at this point, it's people like you, spiritual leaders like you, that are making this movement in the collective consciousness of evolution. All right, that's it. Much love and light.